Hello, I'm Bernie Hayes. Today we'll be talking about something very special in the community with Ollie Stewart and Dr. Ron Gregory today on The Bernie Hayes Show. And welcome back. I don't know if you realize it, but 41 years has been operating in the Southside Wellness Center through Ollie M. Stewart, bringing it together. And my guests today are Dr. Ron Gregory and Ms. Ollie M. Stewart, the founder of Southside Wellness Center. Ms. Stewart.
Thank you. Yes.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you, Bernie.
You're looking great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You just celebrated a birthday recently, didn't you?
That's right. That's nine plus.
Big 90. That's wonderful.
You know you was there.
Yeah, I was there. Yes, I was.
Oh, yeah. You've been here from the beginning with this 41. You better add up your age, too.
41 years.
You're not too far behind me.
Bringing it together. 41st, bringing it together. 41st, I didn't bring it together. But then we have a flyer that shows that 41, bringing it together. There it is. Yeah. Friday, May 26, 2023. Also, this year it's going to be in the upper parking lot of the Muny, right, Ollie?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. We changed it last year, and the seniors enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So much. People's health clinic, health providers was with that. And the seniors, I think they enjoyed looking up at the sky.
Yeah, sure.
And being able and everything, and the music was out. It was a lot of fun. Everybody enjoyed it, although it was cold weather. Yeah. But they enjoyed it last year. So we decided that we're going to continue. Yeah. Because number one, they have, well, we used to have it, and up in the, up under the pavilion. Yeah. Lots of them have wheelchairs and motorized chairs, and it's so hard now since they have the fence to go underneath that. That's number one. Number two, we had outgrown it. Mm-hmm. We had almost 600 people, and everybody said it was too crowded. Yeah, it's too crowded for them to dance.
Yeah, sure. So the community has been supporting you for a long time.
Oh yes. Dennis just retired, and he told me he was 26 years old. Yeah, Dennis when Reagan, I came in there, because the first year we had it, if you see there with Senator Payne, we had it outside. And then I saw that pavilion, and I went in the office, and I said to Dennis, we serving seniors citywide, because we had all the senior centers that was participating and have organized it. And I said, we want to be under the pavilion where we can sit down.
Yeah, keep that sun off them, too.
Yeah, keep the sun. So I think Herb Clay was the alderman, and he said, OllieStewart scared me, because I don't know whether she may come in and ask for my office. But anyway, he was such a support. And the young man that they have now, you know, we was together, and he supported us. So I'm over grateful for the Muny.
That's great.
And the seniors are too, because it's a not-for-profit organization, and the seniors citywide have opportunity to go there and enjoy it.
I'm going to talk to Dr. Gregory for a minute about Ollie, but you've been going on in Jefferson City, and you've been advocating for people, for the seniors and people who they call the underserved and poor people, white and black, for many years. I want to come talk to you about that. But Dr. Gregory, what position do you hold at the Southside Wellness Center?
I'm chairman of the board of directors at
and Southside. That includes what? I haven't told you yet.
It includes talking to Ollie every day and finding out what she would like me to do, and then making sure these type of things get done that the staff is not supposed to do. So a lot of the outside, and we, get out and do the leg work and go to different places and find, different ideas and things. Yeah.
So do you enjoy it?
Oh man, yeah. I think what working with Ollie kept me out the rocking chair at my house. I think I had a problem.
Well, she'll keep you on the move, won't she?
Oh, keep you on the move, man. I told her, I said, I think I need to take off these regular shoes and get some skates on.
Running shoes or something.
Yeah.
Ms. Stewart, you go down to Jefferson City, you advocate, you you go to the state legislature.
Yeah.
You talk about, you advocate for good things, and you protest against bad things.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about
you know,
that.
I just celebrated 30 years with the Civil Air Legislature. And what we do, the seniors, we come together and we advocate for any bill, or whether it's the nursing homes, or whether there's a need for the other senior centers or the AAA office to have funding for the home delivered meals, transportation. Whatever the needs are, that's what we do in Jeff City.
Yeah.
And right now, we've been trying to get a bill passed that will freeze real estate taxes. So lots of seniors want to maintain themselves in their community and their homes. And if they freeze the real estate taxes after you get after 60 plus, then no matter, long as you live there, your taxes will stay the same, regardless of how much improvement or development go on in the community where you're resident.
Yeah, and
I think that's the best thing could happen for seniors. Because seniors, you know, we on fixed income.
Sure.
And when those taxes go up, you know, we don't mind paying them. We have paid them for all those years. Some of the people's been in the house 30, 40, and 50 years.
Sure.
So it's not that they dodging taxes, but they cannot afford for the taxes to continue to go up every year. You know, not $2,000 and $3,000, like $1,000 or more.
Ron Gregory, Dr. Gregory, Ms. Stewart also was one of the first ones to come out to show the whole community that can be vaccinated.
Yeah, what happened that when the COVID hit, there was like nobody was dealing with the vaccination. We knew it had to, you know, take place, but there was a lot of negative information about it, a lot of paranoia about what was going on. And Miss Stewart went out on her own and said, we're going to get people here and do the COVID vaccination. The number originally was supposed to be 200 people in the shot. The day it happened, there were 400 shots, given 500 shots that
I was there.
given out.
I know, I saw it.
And it was such it caught the city by surprise to the point where the mayor, I'm trying to remember her name, Lyda Cruzen, she came.
Right.
And, you know, like, what is this all about? You know, like, you in the city of St. Louis didn't do it. So Southside Wellness spearheaded, and then all of a sudden that myth about, you know, it being a problem just seemed to go away. And the next thing you know...
It was a lie, wasn't it?
Yeah. And next thing you know, everybody around the city, the different clinics and things like that, was given the shots. But it was that 500 shots that was spearheaded
by Defender Healthcare.
You know, they pretend that black people don't get shot. And I called Dr. Williams. I said, Dr. Williams, you said that blacks don't like to take shots. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my center if you give me the shots, and we will give the shots. He said, oh, Ollie, that's awful kind. So he said, how many you need? I said, 200. But he sent Joe Pond down with the truck with all of the shots on them. And we gave shots that we gave out. We ran out of shots. It was 500 and something. So I appreciate that. And the seniors, we was able to get different buildings and the seniors to get their shots because we had lost a couple that was coming to the center.
Right.
That was one.
Talking about the 41st annual Bringing It Together, Friday, May 26, 2023 at the Muny Upper Parking Lot with Ollie M. Stewart, the founder and more or less the chief executive officer of the Southside Wellness Center and the president of the board, Dr. Ronald Gregory. We're at the New Life Advancement Center, 2428 Woodson Road in Oakland, Missouri. I'm Bernie Hayes, and we'll be right back.
What a privilege it is to air the Bernie Hayes program right here on 24/2, also seen on NLEC TV, the app that you can get through your Google store where you can take NLEC TV anywhere and everywhere and see the Bernie Hayes Show and many other programs. Now, there are many of you, like me, that find ourselves under pressure. I've experienced a lot of pressure during the past few years, but there's certain principles that I've discovered in the Word of God that allows me to undergo those pressures and continue to move forward. I think of the USS Thresher in the early 1960s. It went down so deep in the ocean east of Cape Cod that it just literally exploded. 129 men died. And as they researched that, they found there were fish that were able to swim down there in the middle of that pressure. Why? Because they had more strength and pressure on the inside of them than the pressure was coming from outside. And that's why you and I have to get in the Word of God daily. And as James chapter 1 says, count it all joy. And we see how they did that in Acts chapter 5, the end of that book, where the disciples were under pressure. But what did they say? We're going to obey God rather than men. And they continued to trust God. Even when they were beaten, they counted it all joy, and they're more determined than ever before. And then you go to 1 Peter chapter 1, where it speaks of your faith is more precious than gold. And as gold goes through fire, you may be going through some real hard times at this moment, not knowing how to pay the next bill. I know what that's like, brothers and sisters. Experiencing oppression, injustice. Continue to trust God. For greater is He who's in you than he that's in the world. Don't give up. Don't give in. Give it to God and continue to remain steadfast and movable, abounding in the Word of God. Let the Word get down deep inside of you. It's going to give you that strength. Be like that fish way down deep in the ocean that's going to resist all the pressures of being deep. And you're going to be more than a conqueror through Christ who strengthens you. Yes, let's believe God and do those great things He's calling us to do.
And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. My guests are Dr. Ron Gregory and Mrs. Ollie Stewart. Ollie Stewart is the founder of the Southside Wellness Center. Ollie, Southside Wellness, the name wellness itself, how did that come about?
Well, it came about because of wellness. You know, I always was kind of health conscious, and when I was young, I was walking botanical garden and doing exercise. So I just felt that wellness everybody should want to be well. And that's the reason I said, if you come to the center, we had nutrition meals and exercise, and that's wellness.
And you're still feeding people, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we are. We a site that prepare our own food. We have a garden, and we do exercise and have lots of different events. We just had Affinia was in there the other day with shots.
Okay.
So we try to make sure that the seniors stay well, because as we all know, transportation is a problem for the seniors, and especially in the black community. And we try to bring the service to them.
I know they kept taking your catalytic converters, and your transportation is very, very important. Is that problem been solved yet?
Well, it kind of slowed down because they was doing citywide every place.
Sure.
And they was doing them 5 at a time, all our buses. But so far, they kind of left us alone for a while. And I hope they will continue, because those things are very expensive. It's over $1,000 just to get it replaced, to have it replaced.
Yeah, Dr. Gregory says that you call it a Cadillac convertible.
Yeah, I call it Cadillac.
And
What I call it?
Cadillac
convertible.
convertibles. But one day I was out on an errand and saw a big sign that said, "We buy catalytic converters," and it had a phone number on it. I took the sign down and brought it to the center, and she called the city police and said, "Look, these people are advertising."
Yeah, sure.
They're
stealing them.
And promoting, the steal of these converters.
Converters,
Yeah.
Dr. Gregory, how important is this Friday, May 26th event?
It's extremely important because it brings a large group of seniors. I would venture to say that it's probably the biggest congregation of seniors of any event in
Missouri.
In Missouri, and bring the seniors together so they're able to socialize with seniors from all over the city and county and see them all in one place as opposed to just, the ones at their individual centers. I think the beautiful thing that happened when, we didn't realize that it was going to be that big a difference when we moved from the pavilion to the parking lot. But if you remember, the entertainment was kind of down on the floor in the pavilion. Yeah. But when it went to the parking lot, you had the stage and people, when they think of entertainment, they think of people on the stage. Sure. And I think the other thing that it gave people a full view of you, because beforehand, when it was down in the pavilion, they couldn't see those beautiful socks you always wear. But the minute you got up on the stage, they was in full view.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Ms. Stewart, who are some of the people who are going to be featured this year?
Well, Barney Hayes, UV Hayes, Marty Abdullah, and we invite all the political peoples, from our Congresswoman Cora Bush all the way down to the state and the local representatives. You was asking me how did, in 1980, how did they bring it together? I was in Detroit to National Council on Aging, and they was declaring that Old American, May would be Old American Month. I think it started out being a week. And I don't remember what president, I think maybe it was Johnson or one, made it a month, designated May as Older American Month, to try to honor the seniors for their contribution to our community and society. And we try to prevent institutionalization. And that's what, if they can stay in their home and honor them for what they have did in the community, I think that's really what the Old American Month is about. And each year we have a different theme. This year, I think, what is the theme this year? Upper Bound, what is?
Bring it together on offer.
The thing.
Aging Unbound.
Aging Unbound. Right. So that means that we are unbound. We can work, we can dance, we can do whatever we want to do. We can play golf. We can volunteer. Sure. So we are unbound, and we play a contribution. We may have already made a contribution to our community.
Certainly. Some of the people, some of these pictures here, and it says invited guests, federal, state, and city elected officials. And Ollie, you help so many people, but you never brag about it. But Tashar Jones, the current mayor, was saying some things that you did for her when she was a state rep. That nobody talks about. You never talked about it, but she wanted to know let the people know that you actually clothed her.
I came out the hospital that Friday, and we got all my friends, you and Ron and Marty and Steve, all of us got together at Friends Parking Lot, and I think we did a wonderful rally. Yeah. And I was proud, because I was proud to see a young black woman that I have known to grow up from a state legislator to our city treasurer, and now about to be a mayor. And we was just happy. My committee was very happy to work on her campaign.
So now they named a street for you, OllieStewart
Yes,
Way.
and I do appreciate that. They named part of a street Ollie Way. Now they didn't. The people in the community said Ollie Way because they know I have my way.
Yes, sure. This is wonderful. Some of the people they named are also dancing, BRY, WCA, Jazzy Juniors. I love to see them.
Yeah.
Tai Chi by Sifu Param.
Yes.
Who is Sifu Param?
He's a person that he's a master with Tai Chi. And I went to one of his class, and anytime we call him, he always come and do a demonstration for the seniors, because Tai Chi is really good for your health also. Right. And it's something that you can do with a group or by yourself.
Okay. Is there a number they can call for more information and to register?
Of course.
What number can
we are looking for all the senior citizens buildings to register. We will be providing transportation. The number to call is 314-664-5024. Okay. You call there for transportation. Call and let us know that you will be attending. And we do have T-shirts. Mm-hmm. And the T-shirts is on the first come, first base serve. Mm-hmm. And if you call and give us your side, and if you're going to order a dinner, you can give that to Deborah. Okay. Deborah will be taking all the information at 314-664-5024.
And the email is Southside Wellness Center 314@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Okay. Ollie Stewart and Dr. Ron Gregory are my guests this morning, and we're talking about the 41st annual Bringing It Together tradition with Ollie Stewart and the people of City St. Louis. And we'll be right back with them after this.
When we contemplate the grace and the love that we see in Jesus Christ and his sacrifice on the cross, we naturally want to generously give to others. Now, we think of tithing as a tax and we miss the whole point. We should generously give because we so graciously and generously receive from the love and the power of God to set ourselves free from sin. Remember, Christian, it is so important to generously give as a witness of the gospel that you yourself have received in your own life. It is important to give to churches, not just money, but your time and your resources as well, recognizing what you yourself have received, because all things, all good things that we have come from our Father above. Give generously and joyfully.
Rebecca Davis Lee Crumpler. For many years, Dr. Rebecca Cole was considered to be the first black woman physician. However, historical research has shown that the honor rightly belongs to Dr. Rebecca Davis Lee Crumpler, who completed her MD in 1864, 3 years before Dr. Cole. Dr. Crumpler practiced medicine in Boston and specialized in the care of women, children, and the poor. She moved to Richmond, Virginia, that is, in 1865 to minister to free people through the Freedmen's Bureau. Crumpler returned to Boston in 1869, where she practiced from her home in Beacon Hill and dispensed nutritional advice to poor women and children. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler died in 1895, that is, in Hyde Park, and was buried in nearby Fairview Cemetery. Though her story was long forgotten, today she's honored for the groundbreaking achievements. Rebecca Davis Lee Crumpler.
The Bernie Hayes program is produced at NLEC TV right here at 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. It's our new headquarters since they closed the 1411 Locust building. We're working to get back into that building. In addition to that, trying to help so many people through a wide variety of safe houses, training programs, transportation assistance, so many ways people are getting help because of all of you that are supporting the work of New Life Evangelistic Center. Now, if you'll send a gift of $25 or more, we want to send you this special, the Bernie Hayes Show cup. And we're giving that to people. It's just a way of saying thank you. So when you send your gift, request a cup. We'll be happy to get it off to you. It's New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. That's 63166. You can give online at nlecstl.org. Now I'm really asking all of you to join us in praying. The needs are so phenomenal at this particular time. So many hurting and homeless people are contacting us daily, but we're able to help them because of each one of you that are praying, caring, and sharing at this time. Tell your families and friends about NLEC TV and get directly involved yourself.
Welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. We're talking with Ollie Stewart, the founder of the Southside Wellness Center, and the president of the board, Dr. Ron Gregory. It's Friday, May 26, 2023, in the upper parking lot of the Muny. It says awards, dancing, food, health and wellness informational booth, intergenerational activities, lunch available, park tour, and it's sponsored by People's Action Corporation, Anthem Healthcare, Amaranth, Missouri, First Made, Bank and Trust, Affinia. Ms. Stewart, you, all these people just surround you. The older Americans month.
Oh,
they always just embrace you more or less.
They do. Well, the seniors love it, and some of them don't miss. And we have a van that we pick them up, and we take them home. Now,
Sure.
at one time we was taking them home at 1 o'clock. So I extended the time to 2 o'clock. We're going to rent a van because our vans had to, they had to pick up work from workshops.
Sure.
But so they can go to 2 o'clock this year, and they can dance and hear music and hear Bunny and hear Mario Dula and UB.
UVA.
Yeah.
And you also give awards out to people.
Oh yeah, we have 3. I know we have 2 99-year-olds that we'll be giving awards to this year. We usually have had people's 106.
Wow.
Over 100. How old was last year?
Lady was 105 who got the award last year, and she'll be 106 this year.
Yeah.
And she had 16 children.
16 children.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and 13 of them.
All of them should receive an award, too.
Oh, yeah. But you know, the beautiful thing about Ollie is she leads by example. I mean, here's a vibrant individual, 90 years old.
Yes.
And she doesn't miss a beat. I mean, has speeded up my lifestyle, you know, trying to keep up with her to help her do things. But, you know, every time you come in there, Bernie, there's something going on. And the other day, when we had our meeting, which we have on Wednesday, there was, what was the AARP? There was another group. AARP.
Yeah.
That was 40 or 50 people meeting there. And I mean, like when you see Ollie getting around and moving like she did, but I think the most shocking thing that happened is the year she had back surgery.
Right.
And everybody, you know, was saying, well, this is going to be one of the years that she's going to miss. Next thing we know, she was rolling in on a wheelchair.
Let me tell you what she said to me. Well, I'm here.
I mean,
Well, they can't sit you down, can they, Stewart?
No, I was getting... people was looking at me coming down on the handicap van. They was letting me down in a wheelchair. Yeah, Ron did a wonderful job. They just kept going. And we had probably... Was that the year I had called the chief, Dennis, about the fire department and told him that we need somebody. Mary said, Mama, we got over 500 people registered. And I said, we need somebody to set the tables. So she called me back. She said, we got over 500 people registered, and we're going to need somebody to serve the lunches. So I called down. I said, I'm still here, still in the rehab. We need a group of volunteers to serve the lunches. He said enough firemen out there to serve the lunch. I think they say in 18
Dennis
minutes.
Dickerson,
Yeah, and that was 500 people.
Right.
So we are part of the city, and we use the city service, and we appreciate every department, the fire department, the police department. We appreciate it because we use all of them.
And Helen,
you know, and
I mean,
prior
we have about half a minute
to that fire department coming out, these people actually had to physically get up and walk and get their meals, except people who were really handicapped.
And they brought them to the table. Right?
It would almost take close to an hour just for everybody to eat. And that day, when the fire department came over, they served all those meals in like maybe about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you so much, both of you, Dr. Ron Gregory, Ms. Ollie Mae Stewart. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward Friday, May 26, 2023, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Upper Parking Lot of the Muny. I'm Bernie Hayes, and thank you for watching, and keep supporting the New Life Advanced Center. We're 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. And Brother Larry Rice has been helping those in need for more than 50 years. I'm Bernie Hayes. Have a great day.